Hey, welcome back in, folks. We bout to show you guys the magic of art and the artistry on the Rocket League field. My name is my aka Bob Ross, joined here by the ravishing, the beautiful, the handsome, ravishing Ravish. And we got ourselves a big game coming up. It's going to be the DMC GrandPlats facing up against the Ninjacats.
Yes, sir. It is Bob Ross, joined by Budget Golden Boy, coming at you again to cast some more Rocket League. It's going to be absolutely fantastic time. So, as we are Bob Ross and two great announcers, let's go ahead, slow it down a little bit up, mine. We were talking about before, right? The Wildcats are 5-0 in the season, undefeated, and have looked unstoppable on the other end of GrandPlats. Though they're 4-1 themselves, but we're there for some real challenge today to possibly take out the undefeated record of the Wildcats from Microsoft.
True. Looks like both teams are ready, just about. And again, the Ninjacats, they've been a very consistent name throughout the CEA seasons, really just this entire league in general. I always have high expectations for them to make it all the way to the grand finals. That's just the expectation. That is just the pace that the team goes at. That's the amount of talent that these guys have. It's the common names that you guys know: Literal, Piranha, Razak, ready and raring to go. And ladies and gentlemen, we're already in the server. We're in the arena. It's kickoff for game one.
Yes, sir. It's as you hop right into the game, dudes. I'm looking for the same style of aggressive plays that we see so far throughout the day here, right? I don't want to see no ping pong. I don't want to see no clean rotations. I want to see y'all scrap it out. Absolutely to the end, but for the last second, Wrestle Demore saves the goal. But look, Bronze the side, he doesn't get it. What? That was sick.
Okay, already off to a hot start. Captain Curdle has to send it away. Literal sends it up backboard. Needs Razak to hit it down. Indeed he does. Lays it on in. Literal can't follow it up. Good bump away. Captain Curdle sends it forward. No one's in the back. That's going to be a goal. Captain Curdle using the DPU tag alongside Karma Juni. Let me explain a little something. So I used to commentate a lot of collegiate Rocket League, and I think I just got punched square in the face because I joined the server, and the first name that I see is Karma Juni. Let me tell you a little something. Karma Juni plays for DePaul University on their Rocket League varsity roster. And this guy, I remember clearly. You know why? Because he's one of the biggest freestyling freaks that I've ever watched in my time in commentary. This guy, you give him some space, you give him time to shine, he will absolutely break your ankles and your axles.
Well, I'm excited to see because right now I got both my shins attached and I can't wait to be wobbling up on the floor watching this dude, bro. But so far right now, but we're already seeing a side of DPU after a really hot start.
Ooh,
right, really getting shot in right up in the air, and that makes it a 1-1. Already closer game than we've seen before.
Yeah, it's a little bit awkward. Captain Curdle went up for it. He wanted to at least get the stop. Karma Juni was a little bit off tempo. If Captain Curdle was able to maybe get into a better angle behind him, Karma Juni would be there to follow it up to clear it away. But again, just because of that off angle, and he's literally going at the same pace of the ball in the same direction, it's going to be hard for him to take it on away. You hate to see it, but it's a minute and a half in. Ninjacats, they have their first one back. And still, the GrandPlats keeping it up. Karma Juni following up on the ball. Literal nice cut. Still gonna take it up center. Gonna hit backboard. Captain Curdle, good backboard defense. Hits it on away. Razak solo. Swim BMX. Up in front, you still have Piranha waiting up for it. Cleared out by Captain Curdle. Captain Curdle going up the wing. Has full boost. Trying to win it over Literal. Literal, good jump.
Nah, so far, though, we've seen this just clean back and forth between these two teams, but no really been able to set up a good rotation on either side so far, right? Both are trying to maintain control of just that mid-pitch, but it's been looking good on both sides. But as of right now, though, we haven't seen the same sort of Microsoft aggression we're so very much used to, right? Which allowed them to come out on top, although they've been close games. Although DMC, putting up more of a challenge than before. But not pace the game, but both sides with one good clear, a little bit of space, and a nice shot. Possibly get the lead.
Yes, sir. It's some awkward spacing at the moment. Lots of, at least what would be more anticipatory type rotations and positioning. These guys are just waiting for that first burst, and once it actually comes on by, there's a lot of fakes going on, and honestly faking themselves out. It would just come down to one pivotal play, and that one pivotal play there had to come down to Razak. I just can't believe that it was actually able to control it there, because it was so many cars just trying to fight up for that same ball mid-air. They were all waiting for that opportunity, and Razak just the highest one up, and not only that, but still able to control it. He ended up cradling it all the way up into the corner, allowing his teammate to get a nice floater shot in. That's just the type of little micro interactions that you're going to be seeing throughout, that these teams are going to start to fight for, because each little opportunity, it's not going to come easily at all. These two teams, I would like to argue, is a little bit more evenly skilled, at least in terms of their highlight players. Can't really tell you too much about Captain Curdle and Swim BMX, but Ninjacats, they certainly have their own challenges to face off, but it's going to have to come down to the GrandPlats and how they end up taking on all that pace, all that tempo, and really all of these stellar plays that could come out on a dime.
So far, both cars running interference between both sides so far here up, man. Both of them have maintained just this, like, consistent back and forth, just around the midfield, just no real clear way in on either side. Captain Curl has a shot, but there's a match to clear it, and here comes Piranha all the way at the back, nailing that one in.
Oof, Captain Curdle. You got to feel for him. Thought he was more than light in just trying to at least dribble it on away, but Piranha, great stop, great cut. The route that he ended up taking was a little bit out of the eye for Captain Curdle, so just good stuff. He knew that at least the clear would come, so he put himself in a nice deep position that he could be able to react to a little bit harder of a clear and potentially just keep it up mid. But because that clear didn't happen, he could just keep driving forward and just go for the 50-50. Well done again. And Captain Curdle again, that's the second situation thus far in this game where he's had to take on a straight shot and he's not exactly able to get into the right angle and the right position. And the same thing in the last two he had to clear. Captain Curdle not having the best games in terms of defense, but still was the one to shine on offense. It potentially seems like this team would have to change up their rotations or their formations in just a little bit, as this one might just go in. But Captain Curdle, there you go, shining on the defensive side, at least for one of the first times in this latter half of this first game. Captain Curdle still trying to go up forward. Karma Juni is there as the anchor, sends it up to Swim BMX. Swim BMX in an awkward angle, not going to be able to hit it up. Instead, it's Piranha, 30 seconds left, sends it up to Literal off the backboard. Captain Curdle, great stuff.
So like, there's 30 seconds left to go, with this being a 3-goal game, man, I'm so flustered. I'm thinking about it right now. It's gonna be like a we whack so far. It was back and forth, but was back and forth. You know, even still, like you mentioned, absolutely fantastic point about Captain Curdle being able to at least be coming out of the net, which you see he is right now, right, trying to attack the ball for as long as he can, because right now with Microsoft to get the first game, now we have to see aside for Karma Juni and friends, how they can go on the next one. I kid, but for first side of DMC in general, right? Yeah. How they had that second one, but the beginning of the game looked genuinely close.
Yeah. I mean, it was decently close. It came out to what would be Captain Curdle with that one big opportunity over on the front side, but players like Karma Juni and Swim BMX, they haven't really been able to find any sort of opportunities. It's mainly been Karma Juni to get only a singular shot in. Swim BMX, he wasn't able to be effective over towards that defensive side all too much. He was still there as a pretty good anchor, but it came down to Captain Curdle in that position. It does seem like Captain Curdle is going to be a little bit more the IGL for this team, the in-game leader, and potentially just trying to dictate pace and really just try to call out what would be hard rotations. And I don't blame him, at least for what would be a very busy job just as the IGL, sitting up in the back, at least just trying to dictate the defensive rotations as he was trying to do. That's what kind of led up into the rough situation that he was in. Still had 3 saves on the game, but the Ninjacats, they're just too good, man. That's really the one thing that we were just gonna have to come down to every time, that these players always seem to find an opportunity to score, and they're not aggressive ravishing. That's the thing, right? We talked about that last game. They were very aggressive. This one, they just find their opportunities just right.
Yes, they play a good, clean, controlled pace Rocket League so far, like you mentioned, right? Looking for solid angles, maintaining and trying to gain a little bit of space for the teammates, and then moving in for the kill. That way they're able to that way they're able to maintain just good, effective lead so far, maintaining control of the game. And already, they're trying to have the exact same, Gus.
Looking like it. Literal sends it away. Massive opportunity early on. Could have been another early lead. At least for the DMC GrandPlats. Oh, okay, Curdle. Still trying to find up Literal. Literal, he wanted that first bump just so he could potentially win out the 50-50 and allow more space on that front end, or at least over towards the wing for his players to play up. Razak with a beamer over towards the top left. Not exactly going to hit. Literal with a big shot. He actually makes it by 2 defenders. In goes the rotation back. Karma Jr. needs to win, and indeed he does. Captain Curdle's right behind. He does have a little bit of boost to actually use, but Literal is right there. Great timing, great positioning. Captain Curdle sends it back. Swim BMX misses out on the flip. Instead, now it's Karma Jr. At least they're trying to waste time on that front end. Has to allow his teammates to get some boost. And there you go, Captain Curdle. I was saying he was lacking a little bit throughout that last half of the game, but never mind. Great save in a really awkward angle. Just good hustle. Great reaction. Now in comes Karma Jr. Lets it up for Literal. Literal sends it back, and it's let up for Captain Curdle. Double commit off the defense. Instead, no, Karma Jr. Massive play. Massive pass. But it's Literal sending it up forward. That clears a little bit awkward. Swim BMX sends it forward. Still Literal. Up with Captain Curdle. Now it's a little bit of a mosh pit where now everyone is just in a gray area trying to find this ball going forward. Captain Curdle needs to get the save. Indeed he does. Well done. We're seeing these small one-person interactions kind of ping-ponging. Kind of like what you didn't want to see ravishing, but it's happening. And now at this point, we just need to see these players take advantage of it. And, well, there you go. It was ping-ponging on the front side and a singular opportunity going forward. It was Karma Jr. winning out a 50-50 in his own defensive side. Swim BMX, who was almost just a midfield, kind of just a midfield lurker throughout that last game. He finds himself his first goal, his first shot, and finally, the first goal in game number 2.
Move on in with just 2 minutes left. Have passes by here within the rally here, Gus. Going for the back and forth between these two teams, for Microsoft and DMX. Sorry, and DMC.
Right.
But the way it's looking right now, it's right off the side of DMC, right? I definitely do want to see a bit more control plays in the pay, because with Captain Kirk just still setting up a good, solid defensive positioning all the way to the back here, like you mentioned before, right? He's the one able to control the shots and seeing what DMC is able to do with ball up and get the raise at. Finds his shot and able to clear it out. All for the goal. Good demo, an opportunity for the side of DMC. Yep. Posse set up. Ooh. A shot, but early off the side, Captain Curdle gets it, tries to dribble it away. Did it again, but no, gets challenged to 50, but some BMX still saving it.
And somehow they're able to rotate back to Swim BMX. That last player in. Oh, wow. Floater pass right on top of Karma Jr., but now it's Swim BMX sending it forward. Piranha can't get the backboard, and instead it's deflected off of him directly into the center. Razak, coupled up by Literal. They evade the danger. 150 left in this game. This time it's not the wash. It's not the Ninjacats finding up that momentum, finding up their own opportunity. Instead, it's DMC GrandPlats with that singular goal taking advantage. But oh my! The Ninjacats, they've been trying to fly their way in, slowly prowl their way into the net. But there's nothing better than going from downtown, sniping off the crossbar, and getting your team a massive goal. Ninjacats 1-1.
From the other end of the pitch, they nail it absolutely. And yet again, we're back to this 1-to-1 face-off between these two teams. Gus, not all the maintains, as you saw last time. Microsoft took this time to go ahead and play a little bit more defensively and challenge a lot more of what DMC trying to do. But an open net shot, but it's barely Karma Jr. has been playing side man along with Captain Curdle to allow him to at least get a bit out of the net. We were saying before, we need to be able to have this man a bit more unleashed. We know how good he's on the pitch, but he's maintained at the back. But like him at the front, they say it, they get it, and they score.
Woohoo! Swim BMX again. Like I was saying before, this guy has been hard lurking mid-side every single second of this whole set. And Swim BMX, right place, right time. It's coming down to a little bit of a poor rotation back from Ninjacats, but I said before, not too aggressive. The way that they get aggressive the way that they try to trap their opponents is at least with their formation. They try to keep 2 over towards that mid side for a faster rotation, but somehow DMC GrandPlats, they were able to just win yet another one singular 50-50, and they're able to make their way through purely because of just the off-tempo rotation, purely because of that fast-paced counterattack. They find that cheesy little spot. They have very low shots on net. They're still able to take up a 2-1 lead onto the Ninjacats. Do we see an upset win here in game 2? Let's see it. 35 seconds left. Swim BMX trying to keep it up in the corner. Oh, Karma Juni comes in flying. Captain Curdle now over towards the back. Needs to find a clear. It's a bit of an awkward angle, but he could crunch off some time. Needs to win the 50-50, and he does! Now this is where they could start to waste some time. Razak to the corner. Still back. Oh, Swim BMX. Fighting up in the corner. Yet another gray area spot. Karma Juni, demo midair, leaves Literal in the back. Captain Curdle with a shot. Top right, and that's it. Whoa. Nail in the coffin. DMC GrandPlats, they have their first game.
They absolutely bring it back with the back and forth here, guys. You were talking about it before, between the mid lurking, and we said it too. We wanted to see Captain Curdle unleash, put it out on the pitch. Don't lose man in defense. Let him do what he does best. He did exactly that alongside Karma Juni. All right, able to get a couple more goals on their belt, and now with us still go 1-1 up against Microsoft, man. They're putting up exactly what we wanted to see. Let's go. We got a game on our hands.
Let's go. We got a ball game, baby. Love to hear that. Love to see that. This entire little setup here, it has been awkward off the rip because, again, Ninjacats, they're a really goddamn good team. That's all I'll say. These guys have a whole lot of potential going forward, and playoffs is right in their grasp. I do not doubt by any means that these guys can kind of sweep forward in terms of their future opponents or what would be their great counter-stratting. Because at this one, they're the ones dictating the pace. The only reason why DMC GrandPlats was actually able to win that game was because of the one-off opportunities. These guys barely had any shots. Swim BMX, he had 2 shots. That's 2 goals. Captain Curdle, he had 2. One of them was cross-field. Karma Juni, same thing. He only had a singular shot. These guys are pulling off what would be the smallest of opportunities and still converting them. Ninjacats, they were the ones controlling the midfield. They were the ones controlling the pace. They had a whole lot more shots on net, but you got to give it up to the GrandPlats rotation too over towards that back line. They had a very awkward situation over towards the corner where they had a mosh pit of 3, and somehow they were still able to pull one out. Huge stuff for Ravishing. This game is awesome.
Yes, sir. Indeed, it is. Now, with the way we're looking at it right now between these 2 teams, right? Because already now for the Ninjacats, they want to make sure that they can defend their perfect record. But DMC are generally able to give them a run for the money. And with how back and forth the early game has gone so far, I think a lot of it, it's not even the first goal, it's not the second, it's the third. Whoever is able to get a little bit of run going, I know we'll be immediately able to pull out all the way to the front. And you saw the 2 for Microsoft that right there at the end when they saw they were in trouble, how aggressive they got. But the aggressive does not suit them. But neither is having an open net on the side of DMC. And Razak starts it out strong.
All right, that's big. So this time, early off the rip, off the kickoff, they were able to control that back end. So the boosts are all theirs. Razak was already just keeping the ball center and able to go back, repositions himself back towards the midfield area, waits out for an opportunity, at least for that one single defender in the back, on the prowl like a viper in tall grass, takes his chance, and just within like 20 seconds, 15 seconds, something like that, they get themselves a goal, man. So Ninjacats, this is what they thrive on. They thrive on being opportunistic. They thrive on just being a constant pressure, and, well, they found it. Just right there, Karma Juni. He had to be in the right place at the right time to even get a chance to get that save. This could have been 2-0.
I believe I am back now, guys. As you're heading out, I'm back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you, buddy. You're all good.
Thank you. A little bit full issues, but we get through them as like you're saying before, right? This is one also where I stand off for the side of Microsoft here. Oh, the Razak going up in the air, doesn't get the shot, but just barely able to clear out to the other side, but Swim BMX has maintained to be just that mid lurker consistently. And this was a set. This man would be in pizza the entire time, waiting for people to come on down, and just absolutely nailed them.
Okay, now I'm hungry. Karma Juni now over towards the right wing. Oh, this is where he can fly. Freestyled in. A little bit, not even. That one was just a very, very fundamental in a sense. Good control up, just trying to get the ball over towards that back, towards the backboard. But literal solo taking it up, leaves it up in a gray area. Razak takes it up, and Karma Juni comes in flying. Oh boy, if Karma wasn't there sweeping, that one could have been a massive goal to at least tie up the game. Razak coming in flying, gonna be able to take it up center. Hits off the corner, could have almost rebounded it up all to himself. Captain Curdle, good bump down. Razak still sends it up. Now in the corner, he wants to control it too. How in the world does he even get a momentum? How in the world does he get that pass? Piranha is there, ready and raring to go in the right spot to collect that pass. And again, Razak was almost fully stopped. He had to wait up for that awkward bump, that awkward angle off the corner, and he was still able to get some momentum on. 2-0 for the Ninjacats, and that last play was just so sweet from Razak, even better from Piranha.
Yes, sir. You see the Razak setup, though. Like even though it was awkward, it was a little bit weird, but the fact that Microsoft's able to communicate and follow through on that on its own just proves why these guys have been so good throughout the entire season. But Karma Juni getting a really solid demo on the Razak. A little bit man advantage, but can they follow through on it is the question. Karma Juni with the ball. Could pass it off to mid, but little with the challenge.
A little bit weirder, but you do have Literal sending it up forward. Captain Curdle stuffed up by Razak. Swim BMX, what can he pull? Piranha stuffs him out too. Captain Curdle in a 50-50 against Literal. Literal coming up, but Captain Curdle had the control. Still headed up. Piranha sends it forward. Literal on the rotation back. Corrals the ball and sends it towards the net. Good control, but Swim BMX is there for the clear out. Double commit. Captain Curdle was in backboard, but it's Swim BMX. Now ball just goes beaming in! Oh! Threading the needle! Razak sends it up right as Karma Juni was about to develop that counterattack. Razak wins the 50-50, and Captain Curdle within frames, within pixels of getting that save. No chance. Top right bins, Ninjacats 3-0.
It's like in the Adam Sandler movie here as well, like you mentioned about pixels here, Gus. It's it's just when things come to attack, when video games come alive, you're not sure who might be left behind, and that's right off the side of Microsoft too. It seems like the pixels are genuinely in their favor. 3-0 game for them, looking much different. Maybe we see an open net. The side capture Curdle barely clears it out to go. Razak still on the offensive, looking for the same weird off angle, off the side bump, but nowhere to clear it. Literal can't find the close on that either. DMC maintaining control, but down 3-0. Tough call. 60 seconds.
It's tough. In comes Literal. Sends it forward. Captain Curdle. Back with the counterattack. Just about 55 seconds left. Razak. I'm sorry. I've been saying Razak this entire time. It's actually pronounced Razak. So it's a little bit weirder. A little bit weirder. But, we deal with it. We deal with it. 3-0. Still this far. 40 seconds left. Still a little bit of a gray area. I'm gonna say if they can't get a goal off of this game is just done and dusted. 30 seconds left. Swim BMX sends it up, but it's a little bit too slow. Razak sends it forward. Same thing with Captain Curdle. Literal is just there. The Supersonic Legend, that is. Literal actually reached Supersonic Legend. Only, I mean, a very small percent of Rocket League players actually make it in, but Razak, he's playing like a Supersonic Legend. This guy has been an absolute leader of this team throughout this game. And it proves once again, it's going to be at least a 3-0 dub coming in for the Ninjacats as, well, they win up game 3. It's 2-1 here, Ravishing, as actually Karma Juni 6 save at the end.
Like you mentioned, guys, it looked good for so long here for side of Microsoft, for first side of the DMC, right?
Right.
Especially coming off hot in the second game, like they were looking real good, but Ninjacats this time picking up a lot of the pace they had, not following through on the same sort of super aggressive plays that they have in the previous game. But as right now for the side of Ninjacats, right, a 3-0 start that generally feel themselves, and it's back to the same sort of controlled play we've seen for them throughout the entire season, and really well done. And Supersonic Legend is right, literal. Man, he's just that good.
He's just that good. He is just that good. So well done. Well done by the Ninjacats again. And well, this time, that formation that they played up earlier, it's very situational. At least the way that they played before. This time, they wanted to play a little bit more individually. And looks like that's how they thrive. Really, these players, they have an overall skill gap, what would be the majority of the DMC GrandPlats players. So I don't blame them. Take advantage of that. Go for the 1v1s. Play up on your own. Go for your own breakaways. Go for your own plays on the wing. Because you already know for a fact that one of your teammates is going to be there to try to collect it back, or you're able to get a sick goal, which they've been able to bob and weave through these defenses. But now they're playing a little bit more physical, like that from Swim BMX, knocking away the car. At least over in that 1v1. And what a shot from Piranha. Saved up by Captain Curdle. Just about 35 seconds left. Things have been quite fast for the Ninjacats, but still no goal in just yet.
As right now, we're seeing DMX go for going for a lot more of these demos, just trying to create advantage where they can across the pitch. But the follow-through, unfortunately, has not been this. Captain Curdle, we see it in his scissors a lot before the super fall.
Whoa, what a clear.
Unfortunately, no support on the side, a nice clear on the side of Microsoft. But immediate rotation back. They've been really good on that. Ravana looking for it. He's there with a double commit at the side, and Karma Juni now with the control of the ball. Looking to get another one in.
And Karma Juni running out of boost. He was going for that double tap, at least trying to stuff out that clear, but instead now Captain Curdle, Swim BMX. Oh, same pace, but it gets sent back by Piranha. Karma Juni in that back good position. Razak still sent middle by Captain Curdle. You still have Literal. 80 boost. Trying to hit it up to the corner, but he sets it up for himself. Razak is there. Captain Curdle, great patience. Could have easily got the jump off of that first bump, but instead still waits for that second deflection in a sense. So you still have just about 3 minutes 10 left. Captain Curdle, Karma Juni over in the corner. Set middle by Razak. Oh, Swim BMX. Awkward angle. Running back into his own net. Had to clear it out over towards the wing. It was slow, but it was effective. This time, floater in. Captain Curdle sends it away again. Multiple heroic individual plays in the nets, keeping the GrandPlats alive and still at that 0-0 scoreline.
Captain Curdle has been an absolute beast in the net so far. We were doubting it before, but he showed us up.
Yes, sir.
Showed out guns right now. Like you said, just absolutely massive plays in between the side of DMC to make sure they're not yet again, completely run over the other time. But 3-0. But right now with the 0-0 score, this match is looking tight, bro. If you feel the tension of the year between these two teams, one goal might set them off.
Oh, man. 2-11. Great deflection for Razak. Could be Literal. And there you go. Razak. What a beautiful individual play to set that up. Literal gets in his way, but it doesn't matter. Razak makes the best of what was a nasty, quick situation. Sends it up forward, catches Captain Curdle off of his rotation into the net. Literal, a great angle on his pass. So even with that little deflection in, even with that little bump, they're still able to make gold out of it. So the Ninjacats, they open up the scoreline here in game number 4. And even though the GrandPlats, they're still maintaining that pace over towards that defensive side, although it's not exactly all that effective. They do say that defense wins you championships, but in this one, I mean, the Ninjacats, they have a great balance still. They're maintaining one over towards that defensive side, at least for the anchor, at least for the insurance policy. And not only that, but they're getting more aggressive on the attacking side too. Maintaining the two, having one just sweeping the net, trying to get some demos, trying to get some bumps. They have one player setting up the plays. 120 left. They have their contingency plan set, and they look like they're fragging out again. 117 left. In comes Karma Juni off the counter attack. It's double committed, stuffed out by Literal. Swim BMX has to fight up against Piranha. Send forward up the wing. Captain Curdle has to shut it down, but it's sent over to the other side of the wing. Razak with a bump forward, hits the corner, hits the back. Oh, Piranha, he was looking for that same tempo, but he jumps the gun a little bit too early. Literal keeping the ball center. Swim BMX needs to send it up. Razak back. Captain Curdle on the wing, hits it up. Great backboard defense, at least off that wing wall. But oh my by Piranha. Great pace, great speed to even get on that ball midair. It goes back. Razak trying to fight, and he sends it away, pinching it off the wall. Oh, it's high-paced Ravish. I love it.
Captain Colonel Slow maintaining his pace all the way far forward, but like you said, 30 seconds left to go here, Gus. It's could generally be anyone's game, and DMC wants it to be theirs. All they have to do is find one nice shot. It's a little bit of space, good clear yet again. And Microsoft, especially on the side of Liberal, have not had time, have not given the chance to DMC to be able to do this, but Razak yet again off the other side. Right. Nice.
Oh, that's it!
Plays, but oh! 7 seconds left to go. Able to commit alongside Little and Razak. They secured their bag.
Yeah, that's it, baby. Secure the bag. Undefeated Ninjacats are gonna stay undefeated. 6-0 on the season. 7 seconds left. Not even the kickoff is gonna help them out. Undisputed MVP for myself has to be Razak, right? This guy, again and again, coming up big as just a massive supporter of his team, whether it comes up with the individual plays to get himself a insane goal. A couple of big plays early on just to get himself at least the stats. But in terms of assists, in terms of the setups, in terms of just keeping his team in balance, Razak going massive. You still had Piranha. You still had Literal at the top of their game mechanically. This Ninjacats team, I was gassing up the other team earlier. I was gassing him up, just being like, yeah, this is a solid top 5 team. Ninjacats, top 3, top 2, a contender to be a champion this season for CEA. Again, there's a reason why these guys are already 3-time CEA championship or champions. They want to do it again here, Ravishing.
And we see it today yet again here, Gus, right? The Ninjacats make an absolute statement of a game, and going throughout this season, they've done so over and over again, cemented them, like you mentioned, as one of the best teams in this league, man. There's a reason why these guys have been undefeated, and will continue to do so likely as you go throughout these games. But a very, very valiant effort by DMC. You saw how close they were, and they made it close, and they did not make it easy for the Ninjacats. GG's to both teams.
GG's. And it's funny that we're going through our outro now, and we've gone through this entire show. I think about 2 hours now. Guess what? I just got my camera fixed. So you know what? I can make the outro. I can make it happen, folks. So let's see if I can get myself up in frame. Indeed, I can. Oh man, apologies folks, you guys haven't been able to see my wonderful face and my wonderful hair throughout the game, but you guys have been able to see the lovely, the handsome, ravishing Ravish. Folks, thank you guys so much for watching up yet another week of CEA Rocket League action. For the day, it is myself, Upmine. You can follow me on Twitter at Upmine_. Of course, the lovely, the beautiful, the handsome, the talented, the ravishing Cats. You can follow me on Twitter at ravishingcasts. And for now, thank you so much for supporting the CEA. We will be back next week with some of the great, high-octane, high-paced, and beautiful Rocket League action that you guys expect. Ninjacats, 6-0, looking to close out the season with a bang. We'll see you guys next week for some more CEA Rocket League.